morning. Please join me in standing for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, and here's Rory with the announcements.
Good morning, St. Johnsbury Academy. Today is Thursday, September 29th, and it's a green day. Sophomores, please remain in Fuller after chapel for your class officer candidate speeches. Miss Greenstone's A and D block classes are reminded to report directly to Brantview Drive after chapel this morning. All senior and junior class officers and student gov officers, please meet Mr. Legge on the front steps of Fuller after chapel for a photo. The following college has a virtual visit tomorrow, Skidmore College at 2 p.m. Please be sure to visit Naviance for all the details. There is still 1 day remaining to apply for the travel scholarship. If you and your family cannot afford such an experience, this scholarship is your ticket to an amazing adventure, whether in Iceland, India, Italy, Germany, or Lake Tahoe. If you want to apply but you have not acted on this yet, see Mr. Rain today and hurry. Tomorrow is the deadline. The Intro to Baking classes will have a bake sale outside of the library right after school today. Pumpkin whoopie pies, cookies, and apple muffins will be some of the items offered. Please stop by and see what we have. Don't forget about feeding the people this afternoon at South Church. Chef Hale has a mountain of produce ready to be processed. Writer's Block will meet today in Ranger 110 for writing time and cookies. Pick up a permission slip for our writing retreat too. Newcomers are always welcome. Meditation Club will meet today at 3:30 in Newell Hall 10. Come cultivate your inner calm. We welcome new members. See Miss Woods and Miss Greenstone with any questions. Knitting Club will be held this afternoon from 3:45 to 4:45 and 7:16. We have all the supplies and expertise you need to start a new project or finish an old one. Come to the Asian Cultural Club today as we will be learning about Chinese calligraphy. No experience is necessary. Remember, we meet from 3:30 to 4:30 in Mrs. Davis's room. Tomorrow night, downtown St. Johnsbury will be hosting their Final Friday event. Music, food, games, and more. The event starts at 4 p.m. with music starting at 6 p.m. Discover St. J. Happy birthday today to Timothy Crane. Happy birthday. Today for sports, girls golf at Alberg Country Club at 4. Please dismiss the team at 12:30. Varsity and JV field hockey at Linden Institute at 4 and 5:15. Please release the teams at 2:15. That's all, and have a great day.
Thank you, Rory. A late announcement. The results are in from the class of 2023 officer elections. Not sure why this happens every time. Okay. Do we know why this is happening? Down more? Mr. Ford is back there. Is that better? Okay. All right. Thank you. So, in an incredibly not contested race, which featured unanimous voting, the class of 2023 would like to congratulate the following senior year officers. Please stand when I call your name. Secretary Theodora Montague with 100% of the vote. Treasurer Mary Fowler with 100% of the vote. Vice President Olivia Blanchard with 100% of the vote. And President Nathan Lenzini with, you guessed it, 100% of the vote. Congratulations, everyone. It's going to be a great senior year. 2023 rocks. All right. So The 22-23 junior class officers are as follows, and please stand when I call your name. Secretary Maddie Blanchard. Treasurer Kaya Anderson. Vice President Aidan Brody. And President Brooke White. Congratulations, officers. All right, very nice. So happy Thursday, everyone. I have one housekeeping thing, quite literally. Please remember to bring your plates to the dish room from wherever it is that you've been eating your lunch. It's just common courtesy toward the people whose work here is keeping our campus clean and beautiful. Shows them all respect. So I am delighted to bring to the stage an alum from the class of 2008 who is our newest counselor in health services. Please join me in welcoming Simone Cote.
Good morning. I feel honored to be here in front of all of you on this Thursday morning. My name is Simone Cote. 孔允欣是我的中文名字. I am the new mental health counselor serving in Tinker Health Services. Last week, after hearing Mr. McKenzie play his beautiful song and tribute to all of you, I couldn't help but feel inspired and wanting to connect with each and every one of you. I wrote an email to Dr. Howell asking how I might get a space to not only introduce myself, but also highlight that September is National Suicide Prevention Month, and this upcoming month is National Mental Health Awareness Month. I'm aware that both of these subjects hold a lot of different meanings for every single person here. I also want to acknowledge that most everyone in this room likely has been impacted on some level with losing a family member, a friend of a friend, or a loved one who has died by suicide. If you know someone who is struggling, please encourage them to seek help. Or if you have been impacted by grief or the loss of losing a loved one to suicide or any other loss, we are here to support you. We are all familiar with going to the doctors and being asked questions about our physical health, and likely less often we get asked about our mental health. And so I ask you, what are the questions that you would ask yourself about your mental health? One of my first comments in meeting with Dr. Howell before the school year started is that we have to continue to normalize conversations surrounding mental health and integrate it into our whole health. Your mental health is so connected to your physical health and success. Navigating a pandemic has impacted us all on a very deep level, and we are continuing to learn getting back to the new normal. While I may be a new face here for many of you on campus, St. Johnsbury Academy has, in many different aspects, has felt like an extension of home for me. My time here goes back over 18 years ago when I began my freshman year. And while 18 years ago for many of you is literally a lifetime ago, in many ways it feels like yesterday as I was walking through the halls to my algebra class with Miss Dickinson or going to listen to a Caldwell Scholar series facilitated by Mr. Irain. Reflecting back on my high school years, I'm filled with both gratitude and opportunity. Chances to go out of my comfort zone, travel to new places, meet lifelong friends from different countries and cultures, and most of all, I genuinely believe this school instilled in me the love for lifelong learning and the yearning to always explore and travel to see other parts of the world and gain new perspectives. That is not to say that high school was always easy for me. I remember the challenges of navigating friendships, school, and other aspects that came with being a teenager. I'd like to share one story that stands out to me about a teacher who believed in me here. This was my physics teacher, Dr. Sayrath. I would have never described science as my strength in school. However, he always believed in my strengths and would often share with me that he thought I would make an excellent medical doctor. And while my career path took me on different twists and turns, starting first working for a government-run radio station in Beijing, China, and ultimately going on to graduate school for social work, I felt empowered during my formative years to be bold and to be brave. And although I didn't go on to medical school to become a doctor in the traditional sense, I did become a healer in the sense of helping people mend their often broken hearts and minds. I'll leave you with a final story of a life-changing experience that happened. During my sophomore year, I learned of an opportunity to participate in the Governor's Institute program on East Asian Studies and traveled across different areas of China for 3 weeks the summer before my senior year of high school. I didn't realize it at the time, but going on that adventure was the catalyst for my decision to focus on learning the Chinese language and created a path for me that allowed me to spend a good portion of my college years in both Taiwan and China studying the Chinese language. I'd like to leave you all with one of my favorite quotes that I selected when I was a senior here for the senior yearbook. Carol Lewis, who wrote Alice in Wonderland, stated, "There is no use in trying," said Alice. "One can't believe impossible things." I dare say you haven't had much practice," said the Queen. "When I was your age, I did it for half an hour a day. Why, sometimes I believed as many as 6 impossible things before breakfast." I look forward to meeting more of you in the coming months. 谢谢. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ms. Cote. It's wonderful to have you back here. We're so lucky to have her in our health services, along with the other 3 counselors that we have. We're so fortunate here that mental health has been a focus and a priority for the school for many years, and now we need it more than ever. So thank you. All right, we have the the sophomore class officers' speeches, so we will get going a little bit early. Faculty. Okay, seniors, have a good day.
Bye, thank you.
Bye, Rory. Okay, juniors, have a good day. going to turn this over to your dean, Mr. Dussault. Please welcome Mr. Dussault, your dean.
Good morning, class of 2025. How y'all doing today? Good, thank you. All right. So I'm starting to get that feedback too. Point it down here. I'm going to invite up this amazing roster of class officer candidates and introduce them. Candidates, if you would, come on up stage here. So all but one of our contests are indeed going to be contested contests. And so in introducing the candidates, we do have for treasurer our incumbent